In this video, I am going to talk about combination. The number of ways of selecting R items without replacements from N items where order of selection does not matter is combination. So this is the formula for a combination. So this formula is used when order of selection does not matter. For example, the selections XYZ, XZY, YXZ, YZX, ZXY, ZYX are counted as one selection. So now let's look at this example here. Here we need to find how many ways can we select a volleyball team with players not ranked from a class of 10 students. Okay. So here our N is 10. So N equals to 10 and our R is 6. Since you can have 6 in a team, so that's why our R is 6. Once we have our N and R, all we need to do is plug in these numbers into this formula. Okay. So we get 10 C 6 equals to 10 factorial over 6 factorial times 10 minus 6 factorial. So 10 factorial over 6 factorial times 10 minus 6 factorial is equal to 10 factorial over 6 factorial times 4 factorial. So now let's use our calculator to find this. So let me pull up my calculator up here. Now we need 10 in the numerator, so let's type 10, then go to math, go to PRB, then come down to number 4, then hit enter. Then we need divide, then put your parentheses. Then we need 6 factorial, so go to math, go to PRB, then come down to 4, then hit enter. So that gives us 6 factorial times, we need 4 factorial. So type 4, then go to math, go to PRB, come down to number 4, then hit enter, then close your parentheses. So let's hit enter again. So that gives us 10 factorial over 6 factorial times 4 factorial. So basically 10 factorial over 6 factorial times 4 factorial is 210. So this whole thing can be done in calculator itself. So let me show you how to do that in a calculator. So while doing that in a calculator, the only thing that we need is this, in this form. So we need 10C6, so this form. So now let's type in 10, then go to math, then go to PRB, then come down to number 3. Okay. So nCr. Okay. Then hit enter. Then we already have our 10 there, so all we need is 6 now. So then type in 6, then hit enter. Okay. So we got 210. And remember, that's what we got using formula also. So let's look at another example. So here we need to find out how many ways can we appoint a team of 3 executive members from a group of 15 committee members. So our N here is 15 and our R here is 3. Okay. So now all we need to do is put these numbers into this formula. Okay. So doing that, we get 15 C 3 equals to 15 factorial over our r is 3, so 3 factorial times 15 minus 3 factorial. So 15 factorial over 3 factorial times 15 minus 3 factorial is equal to 15 factorial over 3 factorial times 12 factorial. So now we can punch in these numbers into our calculator and find 15 factorial over 3 factorial times 12 factorial. So we need 15 factorial in the numerator. So type in 15, go to math, go to PRB, then come down to factorial, that is number 4, then hit enter. So put your divide, then put your parenthesis, then we need 3 factorial times 12 factorial in the denominator. So type in 3, then go to math, then go to PRB, then come down to number 4. So there we have 3 factorial, then times, we need 12 factorial, so type in 12, go to math, go to PRB, then come down to number 4, hit enter. So we have 12 factorial now. So close your parenthesis, then hit enter. So our 15 factorial over 3 factorial times 12 factorial is 455. So let me write that down here. It is 455. So let's do the combination in a calculator. So type in 15, then go to math, then go to PRB, then come down to number 3 where it says nC3. Okay, so select that and hit enter. Since you already have 15 nCr, now all you need is 3. So type in 3, then hit enter. Okay, so we get 455. Okay, and that's what we got using the formula also. Let's look at another example here. So here we need to find out how many ways we can select 3 students to our 3 hours, 2 students in a class of 11 students. So here our n is 11 and our r is 3. So once we have our n and r, all we need to do is plug in these numbers into this formula. So here we get 11C3 equals to 11 factorial over 3 factorial times 11 minus 3 factorial. 11 minus 3 factorial. Okay. So 11 factorial over 3 factorial times 11 minus 3 factorial is equal to 11 factorial over 3 factorial times 8 factorial. So now we can plug in these numbers 11 factorial over 3 factorial times 8 factorial in a calculator. So we need 11 factorial on the numerator. So type in 11, go to math, then go to PRB, come down to number 4, then hit enter, then put your divide, then type parenthesis, then type 3, then go to math, PRB, come down to 4, then hit enter. So we have 3 factorial there, then times 8 factorial, 8, then go to math, go to PRB, come down to number 4, then hit enter, then close your parenthesis. So that gives us 165. So this whole thing can be easily done in calculator also. For that, type 11, then go to math, go to PRB. So then Come down to number 3 where you see nCr. So select that and hit enter. So now all you need is 3. So type in 3. So 11 nCr 3 will give us 11C3. So hit enter. Then we have 165. So that's what we got using the formula also. So let's look at another example here. Here we need to find out how many ways we can select 2 males and 4 females from a class with 8 males and 10 females. Here we are selecting 2 males out of 8. For that we have 8C2. And next we have to select 4 females out of 10. So for that we have 10C4. So this is what we need to evaluate. So let's calculate this in our calculator. So here we need 8C2. So let's type in 8, then go to math, then go to PRB, then come down to 3, then hit enter, then type in 2. So that is 28. So 8C2 is 28. Now let's calculate 10C4. So type in 10, then go to math, go to PRB, then come down to 3, then hit enter, then type in 4. So hit enter. So 10C4 is 210. So now let's find the product of 28 times 210. So that is 28 times 210. So that is 5,880. So 5880. So 5880. So there are 5880 ways we can select 2 males and 4 females from a class with 8 males and 10 females. Thank you for watching. We hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe our channel. We will be bringing more and more videos on variety of topics.